Have you ever wondered how much a holiday really costs in different parts of the world? What if I told you that the same amount of money could buy you a week of luxury in Bali or just a couple of nights in Dubai? In this video, we're putting two very different destinations head to head. Bali, one of the world's most affordable tropical escapes, and Dubai, one of the most luxurious and expensive playgrounds on Earth. Both are incredible, but the price tags, very different. Let's break down what a holiday to each will cost you in 2025. Let's start with flights. If you're flying from major hubs like London or New York, flights to Bali usually range between $700 and $1,000 return in economy class. If you're flying from within Asia, it can be as cheap as $200 to $300. Now compare that to Dubai. Flights to Dubai are often cheaper from Europe, averaging $500 to $700 return. But from the US, they can be just as expensive as Bali, usually between $800 and $1,200. So, depending on where you're flying from, either destination could win the flight battle, but generally Bali tends to be slightly more affordable if you're already in Asia, while Dubai can be more accessible if you're coming from Europe. Now let's talk about accommodation. In Bali, $100 per night will get you a private villa with a pool, surrounded by rice fields or near the beach. Budget options are even cheaper, with guest houses and hostels starting as low as $10 a night. You can easily stay in Bali for a week for $400 to $600 in total accommodation cost, and that's for a comfortable stay with a touch of luxury. In Dubai, things are very different. Budget hotels start at $70 to $100 per night, and mid-range hotels easily climb to $200 or more per night. If you're going for a luxury experience in Dubai, be prepared to pay $500 to $1,000 per night in iconic spots like the Burj Al Arab or Atlantis the Palm. For a week in Dubai, expect to spend between $700 and $1,400 on accommodation alone, and much more if you want luxury. Food is another area where the two destinations couldn't be more different. In Bali, local meals at warungs, or small family-owned restaurants, cost just $2 to $3. Even dining out at trendy cafes or beach clubs rarely costs more than $15 per person. For a full week in Bali, your food budget might be around $100 to $150 if you eat like a traveller. Dubai, on the other hand, is famous for over-the-top dining. A simple meal at a casual restaurant will often set you back $15 to $20, and at mid-range restaurants, expect to pay $30 to $50 per person. If you want to dine at a luxury restaurant with a view of the Burj Khalifa, it's easy to spend $100 or more per person in a single sitting. For a week in Dubai, even a conservative food budget can hit $300 to $500 per person. Now let's look at transport. In Bali, you'll likely rent a scooter, which costs just $5 to $7 per day. For a whole week, that's under $50. Taxis and ride-sharing apps are also cheap, and private drivers for day trips cost about $30 to $40. Getting around Bali is affordable and part of the adventure. In Dubai, taxis and ride-sharing apps like Uber are common, but much more expensive. A 10-minute ride can cost $10 to $15. Public transport is modern and clean, but most tourists end up relying on taxis. Renting a car is also an option, but fuel, tolls and parking add up. Expect to spend $200 to $300 on transport in Dubai for a week. Activities are where both destinations shine, but again at very different price points. In Bali, a surfing lesson costs about $20. Yoga classes are $10 each. An entry to temples or waterfalls is just a few dollars. A full-day tour with a driver might cost $40 to $50, which you can split if you're traveling in a group. A week of activities in Bali could easily stay under $200 while still packing in beaches, temples, hikes, and nightlife. Dubai's activities lean toward the extravagant. A desert safari costs $70 to $100. Entry to the top of the Burj Khalifa is $40 to $100 depending on the time of day, and water parks or luxury yacht trips cost well over $100 each. Shopping in massive malls or splurging on gold souks can blow up your budget quickly. A week of activities in Dubai can range from $300 to $1,000, depending on how luxurious you want your experience to be. So let's add it all up. In Bali, a week-long holiday with flights, a villa, food, transport and activities can cost anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 for a comfortable mid-range trip. If you go budget, you could easily spend less than $1,000 for the whole week. In Dubai, a week with flights, a mid-range hotel, food, transport and activities is more likely to cost $2,000 to $3,000 per person. If you go luxury, you could easily spend $5,000 or more in just 7 days. Both destinations offer incredible experiences, but at very different price points. Bali is cheap, laid back, and perfect for travellers who want value and natural beauty without overspending. Dubai is expensive, flashy, and designed for those who want luxury, modernity, and over-the-top experiences. So, cheap versus expensive, Bali versus Dubai. Which one would you choose for your holiday in 2025? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe to Travel Finance World for more weekly insights into travel, money, and the real costs of exploring the world. Until next time, keep travelling smart, save where it counts, and always keep your wallet global.